What's your
Awesome.
name?
Well, thank you guys for taking Juan.
You're Juan, all right?
Juan, yeah,
Juan.
there you go.
Yeah, I can do the
Thank
Spanish
you guys for taking
lingo.
my call. Oh, say again?
I can do the Spanish
It's
lingo
from your
all day.
days on NPR.
Yeah, I listen to NPR every once in a while. Garcia, Juan
Okay, there you
Garcia.
go.
No, they won't pronounce anything else with the native accent,
Right.
but Spanish has got to be Juan Garcia. You notice that pattern?
You're too much.
The goddamn Frenchman. If I'm ever on NPR again, I'm going to insist that they pronounce my last
absolutely.
name with the
Wait,
with-
on
with
NPR
French.
again? You've been on? Oh, you have been on NPR.
Yeah,
haven't you?
long
Yeah.
time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago, back before they were full blown Chinese Communist
Right.
Party.
Right.
So Juan,
I'll take your response off the air.
how can we
It's my
help you?
favorite part. I'll take the response off
And
the
I'll
air.
take the response off the
Well, I guess it's more so I just wanted to kind of call in just to have an opportunity to talk to you and then kind of thank you for putting your program out there on YouTube and stuff. What's it called? I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. I had came across your program back in around December. I was in November of last year. I had messed up my lower back.
right.
Like maybe for like 5, 7, maybe 10 years I was doing bodybuilding, and in November of last year I kind of messed up. I messed up my lower back, and I was like to the point where I was like laying down on the floor because it was just so debilitating to just walk and stuff. Anyways, but I came across this video from I think it was like a seminar. It was like 4 parts. I think it's called lifting with lower back pain, and then with that that's when I discovered that the recommendation to brace your core and lift, squat and deadlift so that you
Now,
can
you
like
didn't hear
build
me
up your-
say brace your core.
no, not brace your core, but
Good. Let's get that
well,
straight.
well, yeah, yeah, I know.
Let's
Yeah,
get
it
that
was- it
straight
was,
right now.
Yeah. Well, not brace your core, but take a deep breath and be pushing on your abdominal wall with your air and all that stuff. But anyways, and then once I was able to get back on my feet and stuff, I started actually doing the program in January. And so since and I think I had never deadlifted before that. I think I had attempted it once, and I had because I didn't know how to deadlift. I messed up my lower back at that time, and that was years and years ago. But then I was afraid to be, I don't mean to sound like a pussy or anything, but I was afraid of deadlifting, and then I was kind of scared of squatting too. But then once I watched your videos and then kind of watched them over and over again, I got the technique down. And it was kind of difficult to get into put my back into a horizontal position with the squat, because I was doing more bodybuilding squats. And so anyways, since then I've been able to, I think my max at that time was maybe close to 250 for squat. And then the most I had tried at that time was like 275 for deadlift. And then now I'm at 365 for squat, and then 350. Or no, 360. Actually, I'm actually about the same for squat and deadlift.
Your deadlift ought to be more ahead of your squat than that.
I think it's just that because I had watched one of your videos about how you're supposed to be, about the programming and stuff, and so like if I wanted to stay consistent with the 5-pound increments because I know for sure that I can go up at a higher, build up my deadlifts a lot faster, but I want to like be able to, and I guess, well, at least based on that recommendation from that video, I forgot which video it was, but yeah, I think for sure I can deadlift a lot more.
Well, I think you should be deadlifting a lot more, and the reason you should be deadlifting a lot more is if you can deadlift heavier weights, then it makes your back stronger, and what does that do to your squat?
Makes it stronger.
Makes that
too.
stronger too.
Yeah. Are you deadlifting once a week, Juan?
Oh, that's the thing. Okay, well, and I know you might get mad, but I made some modifications. So I'm deadlifting
What?
twice a week.
You motherfucker! See how mad I get?
I've been.
How often are you
But
deadlifting?
I've been deadlift. I deadlift on Wednesdays and on Saturdays.
And you're going up 5 pounds each time?
No, I was doing that initially, but then I started doing. What I started doing was just once a week I'll go up. So even if
so starting this
week.
So Juan, let me ask you a very important question. Do you have the book Practical Programming for Strength Training?
You're gonna get mad, but
What, you motherfucker!
Juan, just start deadlifting twice a week.
Juan, listen.
Dos
Juan,
veces.
yeah.
get the book and do the program. All of these questions have already been answered for you, and you need to do the program that's in the book, because all of the problems that you're having are the result of your not having done the program in the book. I appreciate your support, but you're going to have to support me one more time and buy the gray book, okay?
No, yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you need to do that, and
I will.
and do the program in the gray book. You're probably what we would call an advanced novice, so you need to do.
Think so?
You need to read the whole thing, okay? But you need to, so you understand the whole system.
Juan,
and where you fit
in.
in
If you read the
there.
whole thing, Juan, if you read the whole thing, you'll be the first person to ever read the whole thing.
That's right.
True.
You want to be number one. That's how you get there.
Because people flip through the book and say, I'm doing this now.
I think I'd like to do this one, and
Yeah.
they read that.
It says
and
Texas
do it.
in it, so I'm doing this.
And then without having read any of the shit that comes in front of it.
This is good though, because a lot of people mess this up. And if your squat, and this is Juan, and this is for everybody else, if your squat is at the same number as your deadlift, quit deadlifting once a week. Add another deadlift day in, because it's not, that amount of weight is not overly stressful. And people go down to 1 time a week deadlifts because they're getting heavy. It's fine, but once those 2 lifts are back to where they're about the same number, you got to go back and start running the deadlift back up.
And for God's sakes, Juan, put 5 pounds on the bar every time you deadlift until your numbers are at a reasonable spread. If you're squatting 365 and you're not deadlifting 425, 435, then you're just not where you need to be. Now, there are extenuating circumstances occasionally. You might have little short, stubby fingers and fat hands. You might have a long torso and short arms. But barring any anthropometric weirdness, if you're not deadlifting at this point in your training, if you're not deadlifting 20%, 25% more than you're squatting, you're just not training the deadlift correctly. Either that or you're not squatting low enough. You're not squatting below
That's
parallel.
the other problem.
Oh no, trust me. No. Yeah, trust me. I make sure I record if possible, I'll try to upload one of my videos, so that you guys can check. Because I make sure that I'm squatting. Because even when I was doing the bodybuilding squats, it was more, I wasn't really squatting, as prescribed. Well, as low as I could be. And now I make sure that I had to actually go back when I think I had got to the 340 on squat, or even 335, I think is what it was. I had to go back down, because when watching my video, I saw that I wasn't going down, and I think it was just more so that I was because I do have one of the things, and I didn't mention it. And
All right.
Hey,
was
Juan,
that-
Juan,
How much caffeine
how much
did you have today,
coffee
man?
do you drink a day?
Yeah.
How many
Say
cups?
again?
How many cups of coffee have you had today?
How do you know? What the?
We can tell.
Well, that's
He's
what's crazy.
fucking wearing me out, man.
Because
I'm
we do
tired.
it ourselves. All right, Juan, listen to me. Get off the phone, okay? Get on the internet, order the book, get off the phone. When the book gets there, read the
sir.
book, do that